Hello, in this video I'm going to talk about starting your final piece, your 12-page booklet for your InDesign project. For this task you should open your project brief and go to the process section where you've got a description of all of the pages that will need to be completed in this booklet. You will start by completing page 2, page 3, and page 4. So first, you will need to create a new document. You will need a 12-page document, and the size of your pages should be 18 by 18 centimeters. So start a new document. And here you can change your units and set up the size of the pages. Make sure that your binding is left to right. Input your page numbers. And if you want, you can also adjust your margins. So I've got a new document. I've actually created not enough pages, so I'm just going to go ahead straight away and add all of the pages I need. And I can start working on my pages for this first task. So in my project brief, you will find all of the specifications that you need to use for those pages. So you will find the size of the font, the type of the font, how to arrange it, how to align it, and if you need to break the text or not. You also will need to add a run-ahead, footnote, and page number to your document. So that's what we're going to do first. So as those elements are going to repeat itself through all of the booklet, I'm going to create them on master page. So I've just double-clicked onto my master page. And this is where I'm going to create all of those elements. You can play, and I strongly suggest that you play with fonts straight away and arrange your text the way you want it. So that's my header. I'm also going to create a footer, which is a text on the bottom. And again, arrange it, choose the font that you like. Make sure that it's set up to English. And I will need to here also add a page number. So I'm going to go ahead and create a text box, choose which language and which font I need. And then with the text box selected, I will go to Type, Special Characters, Markers, Current Page Number. And the A appeared on my master page, meaning I can see the numbers on the proper document. I'm going to arrange it to the place I want. And I want the same thing on both left and right pages. So I'm just going to go and copy it and paste it onto right hand side. I'm going to move my page number to a different position. And if I will go to my document now, you will see that my header, footer, and my page number appears now through the whole document. Okay, so I'm going to start working on my page 2. We're going to leave page 1 as it's going to be our front cover of the booklet, and I would strongly suggest you to do that at the last, after you've already design how your booklet should look. So I'm going to check back what I need to do. So I'm going to copy the text far, far away from the document, and I'm going to set it up with the specification that I've got from the project brief. Okay, so that's my text. Command V to copy it, and I can now set it up in my document. I know I need to put 4 paragraphs, so I'm going to help myself and get some columns guidelines to help me set them up nicely and easily. You need to have your page selected, so you need to double click on that specific page, go to Layout, Margins, and this is where you can set up your columns. So I need 3 columns. I can move them around if I want, and with the gutter I can change how much space there is in between them. So let's say that this is what I want. Those are only guidelines. If you change your view to a preview, you're not going to see them. They are there only to help you organize your text. So now I can go ahead and I can create a text box. You're going to find that the text box is going to snap to the guidelines, so that makes it easier. Command V to input my text. I'm going to select it all with Command A, and I'm going to change it to my correct specifications. So it's a Helvetica font. You can use any Helvetica font. I'm going to use a regular one, and the size of this font should be 7. So that's nice. I think I would like to have a bit bigger spaces in between, and I will adjust that with my leading. You can see that I can't actually see all of the text I've copied, and that's clear because there is a red plus on the bottom of the text. So I will need to create more text boxes. I'm going to click inside of that plus. That will change my cursor to carry on the text. I'm going to create a next box. Still can't see all of the text. I'm going to press plus and repeat across my page. Okay, so I've got 4 columns. Now it's a time for me to divide my text into 4 paragraphs. So I'm going to find a convenient place to do so. I will need to include a subtitle in it. That subtitle could be in a different font, so I'm going to arrange it, change the size, maybe change the alignment. Okay, I'm going to copy it and use it across my document. Maybe I'm going to change it a bit like that. And I will need to have a subtitle here. And I'm going to break this paragraph in here. And this needs to go in the middle. Okay, so I've got my text divided the way I want it. I will need to add the title, and I will also need to add some decorations, some simple shapes to give this page a nice and interesting feeling. If I want to use the same color on all of the pages, I would suggest for you to actually create that color on your master. So I'm going to drop a box in the master page. Find the color that I want. And I'm going to move this box into the back of the page. I'm going to adjust it a bit. I think it's a tiny bit too strong. And I'm going to make it a bit transparent. So you can see now that this color is on all of the left-hand side pages. I'm also going to add some decorations, so I can, for example, create some custom shapes. If I want, I can move this objects again. So I can still see my text underneath it. So follow the specification on all of the page number 2, 3 and 4. I'm going to show you now how developed a page could look. So you can see that's exactly the same exercise, but in this file you can see that I'm already trying to put colors together so they connect with each other. And I'm using similar elements, but I'm using them in different ways in the file. On page 4, you're going to have a chance to arrange your text any way you want, so be playful with that. Thank you, and speak to you later.